what we are going to do, we will be bringing this data from a
Server.
API,
Okay.
from a server. So I'm going to create a simple server.
Okay. By you yourself only.
Yes, a dummy server.
Okay, fine. I got it.
And when I create this dummy server,
Okay.
you don't worry about that, because in your real time, you are not at all going to create any dummy server, because there will be a dedicated backend person who is going to help you to get the API.
Okay. One more thing, sir. One more
Yeah,
thing I'm
yeah.
telling you. See, in front end, everything you are getting. For example, Murali Krishna. What the back end people they will do? If they generate API, that's enough for them actually. Or
Yes,
later
yes,
on.
yes. See what happens here. They need to create, or they need to write a program
Okay.
so that we can get the API to get the data.
Okay. 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 I got it now. I got it now.
Okay.
I got
So,
clear about that one.
so if you go to our this thing, students, so inside JavaScript, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a folder called local server. There are 2 points I would like to tell you. One, every node application, every node based application will require a file called package.json.
Okay.
Every node based application, it could be Angular, it could be React, it could be Vue.js, it could be Express.js, it could be MongoDB, it could be anything which is
Okay.
going to run on node environment will require a package.json file. So
Hello.
package.json file is nothing but it will be a roadmap. If I
Yep.
can say you have a house, then package.json is a map up your house, plan of your house. Or if you, or what you can say, kind of ನಿಮ್ ಜಾತಕ ತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. So package.json file is a starting point of a node based application.
Once again, you can tell me, sir. Between that, whatever you're telling, that time internet connection is gone actually. That's why.
Okay, see, package.json is a starting point for any node based application. What are the node based applications? One, it could be Angular, React, Vue.js, Express.js. There are so many applications which required node to run. All these applications are must and should, they should have a package.json file inside the project.
Okay, I got it.
Now, whatever the dummy server or whatever the fake server I'm going to create now is actually going to be a node based application. Whatever the local server, whatever the dummy server I'm
Okay.
going to write in front of you now, or I'm going to develop, is actually going to be a node based application. How to start node based application? The command is npm init. Init means initialize hyphen yes. This command, if you run this command, package.json file will get created. If I run npm init hyphen yes, package.json file will create. Can you see this package.json file? So what this package.json file is going to contain? What is the application name? What is the version? Do you have any description? What is the starting file to start with? And is there any scripts required to run this application? Do you have any keywords for this application? Who is the author? And license. These are all the default configurations required for any node based application. Okay.
Okay, fine.
And now I'm going to create a local server. Local server is a dummy application. npm install json server. ಈ ಜೇಸನ್ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂತ ಡಮ್ಮಿ ಸರ್ವರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಯಾರೋ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Fine. Someone will be developing.
Someone already developed. You can Google it, JSON server. Can you see? This is a file. To start with, you have to run this command. What is the command? JSON server. So if I run this command, this JSON server will be installed in this project. Okay. And whenever something installed in your project, your package.json will automatically get updates.
I got it.
See? And once again, I am repeatedly telling you, don't think too much about this local server. You are not going to create any local server in your entire lifetime. And you are not going to be asked any interview questions related to local server. This is just to make a dummy server in your, yes, to how to post the data, how to get the data. To practice those kind of scenarios, we are creating this JSON server. That's it. This is nowhere related to our course, nowhere related to JavaScript.
Okay, I got it. Sir, one more thing.
Mhm.
Do you have a JavaScript node? Do you have any JavaScript
JavaScript?
nodes? Nodes means like
No,
into what are the things
node means it is an environment built with help of JavaScript.
No, I am not telling about nodes. Nodes, JavaScript nodes.
Acha, okay. Let me finish this all sessions, then I will give you that. Okay.
Okay,
Can you see that once I ran this application, this package.json file is added, the dependency JSON server. Now I need to create a file called db.json. Insert this db.json file. Okay, I have created a simple object with users. Now I'm going to run this server. JSON server -watch db.json. See, now our API is ready. Can you see that our API is returning an empty array because you have empty array over here. Okay, now let me close this. Now come to our actual application. Okay. Now I am going to explain about Ajax. Create a folder. Ajax stands for asynchronous JavaScript and XML.
Why you need Ajax, sir?
To communicate to server, to to send some data to server or to get some data from server, you need Ajax.
Okay, fine, I got it. I thought previously what I thought, no, Ajax
Mm.
means it's like libraries, JavaScript libraries, things
No, no, no,
like that. I thought.
no. Ajax means it is a
Okay.
process of interacting with server.
With now, thank you, thank you.
Ajax stands for
Asynchronous
asynchronous
JavaScript.
CHRONOS, asynchronous JavaScript and XML. AJAX, Ajax, asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Get data from server. Okay, before proceeding further, you can go to any website, maybe go to Flipkart. Inspect. What happened? If you go to network, when you Flipkart. If you see, Flipkart is trying to get data from the different servers.
Okay.
At time, what it is actually showing is whatever status 200 is there, that is success.
Yes.
And whatever it is 406, not acceptable, or 401, some errors. Basically, if you successfully brought the data from an API,
Yes.
you will get the status code 200.
Okay, got it.
Got the point?
Yes.
And whenever you are sending some request to server, you will be getting the data within fraction of second.
Yes.
But actually what happens, it will go from one stage.
Hello.
Wait. It got stuck. So whenever you try to get the data from one place to from a server, It is actually going to move 4 steps.
Okay.
That is called Ajax ready states. I will show you the list of
Okay.
ready states. Ajax ready states. When you try to get a data, if the status, if ready state is 0, that means the request is not initialized.
Okay.
If it is 1, the request has been set up. If it is
Okay.
2, the request has been sent to server. If it is 3, the request is in process. If it is 4, the request is complete. Means when it reached to step 4, then only the process is completed.
Started.
Completed.
Okay.
0 is when process started. 1 is when request initialized. 2
Okay.
is when request is sent. 3 is when request is in process. You can see here. The request has been sent. The request is processed. Okay. So basically my point is, if you want to get a data from server, you should cross 4 steps and you should have status code is 200. If these 2 conditions are met, then you have successfully got the data.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes, I got it.
So when you are trying to communicate to server, or when you are trying to post some data to server, or when you are trying to get the data from server, you need to complete these 2 checks. One, you have to reach to ready state 4 and you should get status code 200. Then only that particular server, that particular request is completed.
Okay.
Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Can I start coding now?
Yes.
Perfect. So now what I am going to do is, instead of getting the data, we have already one form which we developed in a previous example.
Yes.
I think it's
Please.
in DOM sample 4.
Sample for.
I have a form here.
Okay.
I don't need to have a display none. I don't need to have update user button. I don't need to have a display none at this point of time. I don't need disabled, we can discuss about later. Let me create the add user.
You don't need ID user also.
Let it will be.
Okay,
So
fine.
script function add user. Okay, let me get the form here. Now let me get all the values. To get all the values for in loop for a in new person New person of A equal to document dot get element by ID of A dot value. Now you should get the value here. Okay, you mean this one, right?
Yes.
You're right. We don't need this. Perfect. You got that object. Now I would like to post this to this server,
Okay.
to these users.
Yes.
To post here, this is a link. This is the API.
Okay.
Let me copy this API. Let me write the code. To post or to communicate with the server, what we need is where post data equal to new XML HTTP request. This is the class, built-in class available for us to post or to get. To do any server communication, you need this class.
Okay.
Okay. First
Okay.
is need to create an instance of this one XML HTTP request. This is, I can say, step 1.
Okay.
Am I right? Am I clear so far?
Yes, correct.
And now the step 2 is post data on ready state change equal to a function. What is meant by on ready state change is, can you see from 0 to 1 it is changing, from 1 to 2 it is going to be changed, from 2 to 3 it is going to be changed. Means it is going to change the different ready states, right?
Okay.
That's what we are going to check here. We're going to check if post data dot ready state equal to 4, right?
Yes.
And post data dot status equal to, since we are creating, we should not see for 200, we should actually to look for the 201.
Okay.
So let me put that comment here. When we posting any info to server, we should check the status of 201. Make sense?
Yes, correct.
Now, if it is done, then I'm going to put a message called It is too slow today. Person added to server or database server. Okay. Now we need to post the data. Post data. Dot open. So to post the data, we need to use post method
And URL.
and URL. URL is nothing but I haven't copied. This is the URL. And now post data dot set. Set request header. This one content type application.json. This we need to fix it. This is a configuration. You need to follow this.
Mandatory.
Then mandatory. Then post data dot send. While sending, what you should do, you should convert JSON dot stringify. Whatever data you would like to send, no, you cannot send it is as it is. You need to convert into string format.
But you're missing post date, post data in the same line.
Yeah, right. It should be post data. Okay, now let me try. Go to console.
Console.
Wow.
Detail.
You got the data server.
Yes. ID is unique, right? That's why it's created ID.
ID it automatically creates.
Yes, correct.
Let me create one more object. Maybe Puneet. Super.
Yes.
So basically, this is how you post the data to server. Any doubt?
Fine. No doubt.
Okay. Now,
for example, For example, for register things is there, no? We have to send it to send to post to API, or we have to send to database. That one I have to know.
See, you are not going to deal with the database directly. It is not your job.
Okay.
Whatever data you post to API, that will be received by the backend person. He will write a program in such a way that the data will automatically go and add into the database.
Okay. My thing is, I have to, they will give an API, we have to push the code
Only
to that
they
API.
will give you this URL, boss. Only they will give this URL. This URL is the only one you will be receiving.
Oh, fine. I got it.
Now let's go to our this thing and create a one more function called get all users from the database. Function. Or from server. Okay.
Okay.
Now to get the users from server, to get the data from server, these lines are common. Now I will change
Get
this
data.
to get data. Okay.
Okay.
Now get data dot on ready state change equal to a function. This time it will check get data dot ready state equal to 4 and get data dot status equal to, this time it is 200, this time it is not 201. While getting the
Why,
data,
sir?
while getting the data it is 200, while posting the data it is 201.
Okay, I got it.
Get data from response. So what format you are posting the data to server?
String IFI.
String format. So it is going to, you are going to get the data in string format only, right?
Yes.
Now what I am going to do, I am going to convert this into JSON format. To convert JSON dot parse. Okay. Now get data dot open. To get the data, you should use get method, and to get the data, you should use the same URL. Send and call this method by default. When you run this application, can you see you got the data from server? Okay. If you post, can you see this data?
Yes.
You have 3 users.
Yes.
You have 3 users. Okay. To display all these users, you can use the same function, same table in our sample 4.
Yes.
Can I use that?
Yes.
So let me go to sample 4.
All users.
Let me get the table. Below the form, let me post the table. And to display the data, we have created a one function here, that is display users. Can I copy the entire display user?
Fine. Display.
You won't get confused, right? It is straightforward, right? And can I call this display user inside here? The only difference, you need to have a global variable. Like, okay, you have data here. You have all users, right?
Yes.
What I will do, I will also declare all user in the top, but I will make it as an empty array.
Right.
And once I get the data from server, what I will do is all users equal to JSON dot parse get data dot response.
No, I got it.
Perfect. So we have a ID. Let me create an ID. Perfect. But when you click on edit, nothing is happening. When you click on delete, nothing is going to happen because
We are not adding that function.
perfect. So let's create a delete functionality first. Actually, is going to get the I.
And all user inspect.
Perfect. Now to delete this, you need same kind of code, bro.
Oh, okay.
No change at all. The only change is going to happen is this is going to become delete. Okay. And you should send the ID of all users of I.id.
Okay.
And now get all users. Just call this function. I think we are done almost. Super.
Okay. Where we delete that array, we have to delete using splice method, and we are not using that one.
No, you are just sending the delete method. They are, see, you are going to delete in server. Why do you need to use splice method and all those things?
Okay.
See, the third object. If I am going to delete Punit, it will be deleted. See?
Okay, I got it. They have different method, right, in for server.
Yes.
Very different method.
Yeah. And if you want to click on edit, at present nothing is happening.
Okay.
But what you can do is, I can function edit user. You're going to get the I. Now where selected user equal to all users of I. For A in selected user document dot get element by ID of A dot value equal to selected user of A. Just check, are you getting the values or not? Perfect. Okay, ID is not there. The reason is giving error. So let's give a code. We will put a condition. If, okay. If A is not equal to ID, then put everything. Perfect, no errors. Now let me get the index equal to I. We need it right later on. Function update user. Okay. For updating, everything is same. Like creating, getting values, and everything is same.
All user index is equal to new person.
Yes. No, that is if you are managing in local. Since you are going to do everything in server, copy everything. This time it is put. And all users of index.id, comma, and this new person, updated values. Means what happens when you edit and change to VMK. Oh, you have to have a update user button, right? Update user. Type button on click. Update user ID. Update user button and style. Copy this. When you click on edit, first you need to hide document dot get element by ID, add user button dot style dot display equal to none. Update user button and once update is done, make it ulta. This one block. And you click on edit VMK. Gone. Gone means completely gone. What happened to this? This too I should have done. Maybe because of C. Maybe because of this line. Is it creating problem? Super. So let me add Puneet. ಈ ಪುನೀತಲ್ಲಿ M ತೆಗಿಯೋಣ. Let me remove this M. Update user. So ಪುನೀತಲ್ಲಿ M ಹೋಯ್ತು. So we can update it. We can create a new record. We have the new record. You can edit this. You can update. And finally, you can delete. So entire CRUD operation with server now.
Yes.
So you should practice this. This is what complete Ajax. This particular session ಇದು ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕೆಲಸನೇ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Okay.
We will be doing it very often.
Okay, I got it.
So you should practice this.
Okay, one more thing, sir.
Mhm.
Almost you covered JavaScript.
I can say from my point of view, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಟಫ್ ನಾನು 80% ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ.
Okay, fine.
ಇನ್ನು ಏನಿದ್ರು ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗಳಿದಾವೆ.
Okay.
ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 or 2 ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಬಹುದು. ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು JavaScript ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗಳಿದೆ? 80% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಸೆಷನ್ ಮುಗಿದು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ ಅದು?
20 to 30% ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಬರ್ದ್ರೆ ಇರೋದಂಥದ್ದು.
ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಆಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿವೇರ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನೌ. ಐ ಸಾ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್.
ಯಾವುದು?
ಕ್ಲಾಸ್
ES5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳು ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ.
ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಊಪ್ಸ್ ವೇ.
ಓಕೆ.
ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋ 20% ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಊಪ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಅದನ್ನು ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಇನ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, See where we have it. Yes, can you see this class?
Yes, I know. Using construction use ಮಾಡಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? What
Yes,
is constructor?
yes.
How to create an object?
ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರನೇ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗಳು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕಲಿಸಿರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್
For working things, this is enough for creating web pages ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕಳ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್
Okay,
ಎನಫ್, ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಎನಫ್. ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 70 to 80% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೆಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್, ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅರ್ರೇಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಲೂಪ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಈವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಫಾರ್ ರೀಚ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಅಜಾಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಡಾಮ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು 80% ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಈಸಿಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗಳಿದಾವೆ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಎನಫ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಲಿ.
Okay, sir. Okay. Fine. And see that photo sender. I sent that some topics.